Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. Today I'll be catching up on some new releases that came out in February because I got really behind on reading in February, and there's a lot of books coming out in March that I want to read and a lot of books coming out in April that I want to read, so I need to catch up now so I can stay on top of it and not get into a slump where I'm just overwhelmed, don't know what to read. So the books for this video include First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. This is, people say it's like Sleepless in Seattle, but I haven't watched that, so I can't give a good reference, but this follows Aidan, who is the radio show host of a romance hotline, and Lucy, who's a single mum, and her daughter phones this hotline on her behalf, and then I think they sort of set up, like, she ends up joining the show and it becomes like a thing that she's on the show all the time and trying to find her like happy ending, but obviously they fall for each other. So I have started this one on audiobook. I'm on chapter 10, which is about 109 pages in, I think. It's okay so far. The audiobook is definitely slower than me reading it myself, but I have no desire to pick it up physically now that I've started the audiobook. So hopefully I lock in and actually finish the audiobook, because every single time I start an audiobook in a video I never finish it. So I'm audiobooking this. Hopefully I can get somewhere with it. I thought it was good to audiobook it because if like he's got headphones on and then I have headphones on, it just made sense to me to audiobook this one. And I quite like the voice acting in it so far, so hopefully I can finish this within a week, because I'm not having a repeat of Forever Finn Rhodes. That took me an entire like month and a half to listen to. So I'm gonna finish this, confirmed. Then the next book is gonna be Wings of Starlight by Alison Saft. This is a Disney book, which is not something I typically read, but this is following Queen Clarion and Lord Mallory from Tinkerbell, and their love story, which is briefly touched upon in, I think it's called Secret of the Wings, that Tinkerbell film. But this is a story, I've heard this is heartbreaking and I don't know if I'm ready for it, but I also cannot stop thinking about this book. I need it. I need to read this. So I'm excited. If you're not a Tinkerbell girly, then you're probably not interested in this, but I am. And weirdly, recently, I was looking after one of my younger cousins, and she was like, we should watch Tinkerbell Secret of the Wings. And I was like, okay, odd choice, seems a bit old school. And then I was like, oh yeah, this book is coming out soon. This was actually really good timing to watch the film so I can read the book. So that is on the agenda for today. Then I have also got Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen. This I don't know too much about, but I think it is essentially that every time this girl turns 18 she gets killed by the same guy, and she like keeps like not reliving her life, but like she keeps coming back. Maybe it is reliving her life. I don't know the premise of this one very well, but basically every lifetime she lives it's the same guy that's trying to kill her, and every lifetime she lives she falls in love with him, I think. It says on the front, they've loved each other in 1,000 lifetimes, they've killed each other in every one. So I think this sounds really good. I'm pretty sure it's a fantasy. I'd be surprised if it was not. But I'm just obsessed with this. Look how pretty the inside covers are. Look how stunning. It says, I love you and I have loved you and I will love you until we meet again. So I'm already obsessed with this. I've not even started it yet. Again, this is one that I'm kind of scared to read because it sounds like it's going to break my heart into 1,000 pieces, but I'm going to do it because I need to feel some pain. But it's got sprayed edges and everything. Oh, I love books. I love them. And then finally, we have a book that I've actually already read, and we will be doing a little time travel back to before I read it, so you can see me read it. That was a lot of words. But that is Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. This follows Scarlett and Lucas, who are a diver and a swimmer respectively on the same like university, college team. And all I knew about this before going into it is it was like BDSM. And that's all I needed to know to want to pick it up. So let's cut to me reading this, and then I will give you my thoughts. So as you just saw, I read Deep End. I loved this. I was not anticipating actually liking this because the last Ali Hazel book, what am I saying? The last Ali Hazelwood book that I read was The Love Hypothesis, which I gave a 5-star, but equally it was the second book that I read upon getting back into reading, so of course it was going to be rated highly. And I think I've read one of her novellas and I didn't like it. So this being a 4.75 is unheard of. I was fully expecting this to be a 3. Fully. But I loved it. I didn't even mind that it was like, is it 400 pages long? I might be, yeah, 450 pages long almost, which is chunky for a romance, but I ate this up. I ate this up so bad. I can't even explain what I liked about it. I just thought the premise was interesting. So it is Scarlett's best friend's boyfriend is Lucas. They have a person between them. And like, I don't even know how to explain it, it's just really good. Her friend gets really drunk one night and she's like, oh, you both like BDSM, you should hook up. And then they do. Need I say more? I ate this up. It was so much fun. And it's made me want to read the rest of Ali Hazelwood's books because I have Not in Love and Bride on my shelves, and I've had them on my shelves since they came out and I have not touched them. So this was very well needed and I am obsessed with it. So from there, I think I'm going to focus all my energy into finishing First Time Caller because, as I said, it's on audio, and if I don't focus on it, it's not getting read. So let's crack on with this and hopefully I finish it so I can read something else. Not that it's bad, I'm in a slump with audiobooks right now.
I'm back with the weird lighting and the weird angles again. It's dark, so I'm having to use my little ring light thing. So this was the best place I could put myself to be in the light to talk about these books, because I have once again read all the books and done no updates. So we're gonna have a little recap sesh. I finished First Time Caller. I'm still obsessed with these sprayed edges. This was so cute. I gave up on the audiobook. It was taking too long. So I ended up reading this physically for like the last chunk. And I think that did help because I kind of tune out when the audiobook is on. So that definitely helped reading it physically. The audiobook was good. It had some like fun elements to it. Like there's mixed media kind of. So they host a radio show. And you can see like here, there's like chunks of radio show that they like write out in script format. So that was fun to listen to, but the rest of the book was a little bit of a struggle. So I did enjoy this. I can't remember how much I've actually explained of any of these books. So this follows Aidan Valentine, who hosts a romance hotline, and Lucy, whose daughter phones in the radio station saying that her mum is lonely and she wants her mum to find a partner. And the two of them fall in love, which is really cute, and I did really enjoy it. Their chemistry and their banter was really good, but it was just missing a little flair for me. So I think this is a 4-star. Again, it was really cute. The kid kind of irritated me. Her friends were quite intrusive. Just little things like that got me a bit. Like Aidan, he's a bit of a loser. Like, that's all I can say. Like, he's lost all hope, which is fair enough. Like, I relate sometimes, I truly do. But in a romance book, like, why would you try and sell this man to me romantically if he doesn't have an interest in love and he's just mopey? So that's why I knocked off a star, because I did enjoy this, but those few little things were a bit annoying to me. So this got a 4-star. Then next up I read Wings of Starlight. Next up was Wings of Starlight. This is a Tinkerbell prequel. So if you watch the Tinkerbell films as a kid, you will know Queen Clarion and Lord Mallory. So she is queen of most of Pixie Hollow, all of Pixie Hollow. And Lord Mallory is part of the winter section because the warm fairies can't go into the winter section and the cold fairies can't come into the warm section. That's like the setup here. And in the movies it's hinted that there was a love story going on there back in the day. This is the love story. It's so sweet. It was so nostalgic to read. It was just adorable. So the plot of this one, we've got Clarion, our main girlie, is a queen in training. Her coronation is I think 2 weeks away from the start of the book, so it's like leading up to that. She's still like training to be queen, and the current queen is trying to keep her out of everybody's business. She doesn't want this queen to be involved with her subjects. She doesn't want them to be personal in any way. And then a monster comes over from the winter section into the warm section, and the current queen is like, Clarion, don't get involved, I'm handling this. And Clarion's like, no, you're not handling it at all, actually, I'm gonna go deal with it myself. And she meets Mallory, who is obviously in the winter side. He knows what the monster is. He thinks he knows how to get rid of it and like banish it once and for all, but he needs Clarion to come into the winter section, which is obviously not allowed. So it's kind of like forbidden romance, they call it. Star-crossed romance. I enjoy that. That makes me think Hunger Games, and I love the Hunger Games. So this is not like the Hunger Games at all. Don't know why I said that, but this was just really cute. It was very sweet. Obviously it's I don't know whether this is classified as young adult. I guess it must be. There's no like spice in it at all, which obviously is fine. I enjoyed it either way. But yeah, it was just really cute. I don't know what else to say. This was adorable. I recommend it. I gave this a 4. I'm very flat with my ratings this video, so this also got a 4-star. And then finally I read Our Infinite Fates. Our Infinite Fates follows Evelyn and Arden, who for some reason every lifetime they're reborn into, Arden kills Evelyn just before she turns 18. She's never turned 18, never reached adulthood. She has like bitty memories of their past lives together. She's figured out like, oh, when I feel this connection, it's him, he's gonna kill me. And Arden will not let up on why he's doing it. He won't explain, but they are fated to kill each other in every lifetime and to fall in love in every lifetime. It's so adorable. I absolutely love it. The quote on the back is genuinely, just the quote on the back was enough for me to pick this up. It says, maybe that's all love is in the end, an endless tempting of fate. I love this so much. It made me cry. I can't remember if the clip I filmed of me reading this caught me crying, because I did cry very near the end. Like, just the whole time I was sobbing, to be fair. But in that clip I might have been crying, which is kind of embarrassing to put on the internet, but here we are. This was incredible. It was very poetically written. I loved the writing style. I loved the premise. The only thing that let me down a little bit with this was the ending, unfortunately. Like, it was still a good ending. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what the explanation for this happening would be, but I found it a little bit underwhelming. It was like a twist, definitely, but just maybe not what I was looking for. So, but I still loved it. I gave this a 4.75. If it wasn't for that teeny little bit at the end, this could have been a 5-star. I'm still tempted to give it a 5-star. I cannot stop thinking about this. I finished it last night. I read it in one sitting, which is saying something, because this is like a 400-page book. I read it in one sitting in the dead of night. It was like midnight by the time I finished this, and I honestly, I don't know what to say. I was at work today and I was literally to everyone, I was like, I read the most devastating book last night. I don't know how to process what I just read. So maybe it is a 5-star. I need to sit on this one. It's definitely a 4.75. And also look how gorgeous the cover is. It's catching really nicely on my light. Everything about this was stunning. I'm obsessed. This is my new obsession. Am I a fantasy girly? I think I might be. Has this converted me? So I'm very, very happy with this one. I was so scared to go into it, but I loved this. Absolutely loved this. Evelyn is a boss. I love her. So with that said, let's do a quick roundup of everything I read to end out the video. So obviously the first book I read was Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, and I gave this I think I gave it a 4.75 at the start, but I'm going to drop it to 4.5 because this is nothing compared to this. So if this is a 4.75, this has to be a 4.5. I'm fine with that. And obviously both Wings of Starlight and First Time Caller got 4 stars for me. Very different premises, but very similar feelings evoked for me personally. So there we go. We've got 2 4 stars, a 4.5 and a 4.75. This could possibly be my best reading week ever. This was incredible. So February did not disappoint. These releases were incredible, and I cannot wait to recreate this video and hopefully the magic of this video for the March releases. So I think that will come out either right at the end of March or right at the beginning of April, depending on what I read and how quickly I read in the next week. So if you have enjoyed and you want to see that, please hit the subscribe button and, you know, stick around. I'd like to think my videos are fun, but if you have any suggestions of how to improve them or anything you'd like to see in particular, especially any books you want me to read. No one's recommending me books on here. I don't know what to do with this. So anything like that, please pop a comment down below. I will try my best to reply, but I'm a little bit scatty when it comes to replying. So, but I appreciate any comments, any interactions at all. It just makes my day to see them. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you next week with another video. Bye!